top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Hawkeyes offense will go on the attack first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. The play-action fake. Finds the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fires to the tight end. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The snap sets up the throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pressure coming. Finds his tight end. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Caught behind the line. It's Eakin. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him. What a play there
defense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Time to find the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the 4th.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 31 over Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Here's a throw downfield late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll try the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Baker. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And unfortunately, that's what we've seen from this offense all game long. They got 3 points. They haven't been able to put drives together. Down late, needed to score some points. The turnover, this one is over.
Just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pollack.